Deal, B Drop family. This is your boy Sleep with B Drop TV, and I'm gonna get to know y'all while y'all get to know me. Now, today we got T Grizzly, man. The topic is T Grizzly, man. New evidence proves that T Grizzly killed his auntie, man. So we gonna go ahead and tune in to this Poetic Flacco, man. I have to hit y'all with this react. Go hit that like, comment, that subscription button, man. We gonna get into it.
Oh my God. I've been on the phone all day investigating the death of T Grizzly's auntie, Jobina Brown. I've been diving deep into the conspiracy, trying to figure out what's true. What's true about this conspiracy? And the conspiracy that I'm referring to is the conspiracy that T Grizzly enlisted the help of Chicago dudes that he knew to murder his aunt Jobina Brown, who he impregnated to make that scandal go away and to retain back his masters from her. I've been trying to uncover what's true about this and what's not true about this. There's a lot of inconsistency in this story, but the one thing that's consistent, after speaking to a lot of people, receiving information from Jobina Brown's camp, from people within T Grizzly's camp, after having information from them transfer over to me, the one thing that is consistent, it's not looking good for T Grizzly. That's the only thing that's consistent so far.
Brown, the manager and aunt of T Grizzly, was shot and killed in Detroit on Tuesday night, August 20th. Comments about her death began surfacing Wednesday, August 21st on social media before her passing was confirmed by TMZ. According to law enforcement sources, a shooter opened fire on Grizzly's Cadillac Escalade while the vehicle was traveling around Detroit. The gunman allegedly approached on foot and shot Brown, who was sitting in the back seat in her left side. Grizzly was reportedly riding in the passenger seat and got out of the vehicle as the shooter approached. The driver said the attacker fired 3 or 4 shots and noted that Brown screamed before the gun.
That sound like a backdoor situation. He hop out the whip and the shooter's approaching the whip. That sound like some backdoor ass shit. Grizzly man, you fraud as hell if you backdoored your auntie, my nigga. You gotta be some type of different low.
Began. Brown was rushed to a local hospital but died from her wounds. She was 41 years old. Police don't know if Grizzly was the intended target of the attack. He and the driver were unharmed.
From my perspective, this entire story begins when the first and only suspect who has been arrested so far was arrested 2 months after the incident. When Wu Thing, aka Wu 600 from Chicago, was initially arrested for the murder of T Grizzly's auntie Jobina Brown, the streets of Detroit was talking almost immediately. People was calling this a backdoor from the very beginning.
Everybody on the mother east side know that, nigga. Them been facts. Cause you talking about? How the you don't know?
Damn. So Grizzly used his Chicago ties to get the job done. He knew he couldn't do it in-house in Detroit because his auntie probably had a lot of love out there in the D. You know, he probably couldn't get it done out there. You know what I mean? It would have probably circled faster. But what's ever done in the dark comes to light eventually, man. Damn. That's just crazy, man. Rest in peace to Javina Brown, bro.
Man, you know that everybody who killed everybody and popped everybody, but you don't know how son they got down on auntie though. Bro, what you think? What kind of crime reporter is you? You mean?
People initially thought when people in Detroit was calling it a backdoor, they were referring to OTF or 600 backdooring T Grizzly. Because at the time, T Grizzly was really close with OTF and 600 through Buka 600. So when a 600 member murdered his auntie, people thought, man, the OTF or 600 like backdoor T Grizzly? It wasn't until time went by and people began to put the pieces together. Like, hold on. OTF or 600 couldn't have backdoored T Grizzly because the killer of T Grizzly, Wu Thing, was arrested in 2019. In 2022 or 2023, T Grizzly did a joint album with Lil Durk. In 2024, T Grizzly made Buka 600 right hand mans with the killer Wu Thing his groomsmen for his wedding. So T Grizzly was becoming closer, like
Grizzly told on his motherfucking self, man. Shouldn't nobody be mad at T Grizzly but motherfucking T Grizzly. You told on yourself, man. That body locked y'all in the shows, man. They got evidence. He was your right hand man at your wedding, but people of 600, members of 600 had your auntie knocked off. That don't even make no sense. These rappers start to move dumb. Like, they move dumb as fuck, bro. Shit is so stupid. They get all these monies and all these millions, move militant while they broke, but get the millions and move them. That's dumb.
Closer than ever with the alleged parties that murdered his auntie. So it couldn't have been a backdoor, because if it was a backdoor, if he felt like his life was in danger, because T Grizzly did multiple interviews saying that they were coming after him, that the shooters opened up the car door looking for him. So if the parties who murdered your auntie was actually looking for you, then you wouldn't be like friendlier with them. You wouldn't be closer with them. You wouldn't make Buka 600 your groomsman. You wouldn't, right, like do a song with Lil Durk or a joint album with Lil Durk. And the only Lil Durk ties here is Buka 600 is signed to OTF. But Lil Durk has nothing to do with this whatsoever. So that's when the theories of, okay, maybe T Grizzly backdoor his auntie. Maybe T Grizzly set his auntie up to be killed.
Hell yeah, nigga. What the fuck? That's exactly what it sounded like. T Grizzly got his auntie clap, bro came through the back.
Now, I have the full indictment of Wu Thing, and the full indictment, I believe, tells a story that leans more towards somebody backdoor that auntie. I don't know if it's T Grizzly, but the indictment and the story told in the indictment lends me to believe that somebody backdoored that auntie. Let's get into the full indictment and what evidence they got on Wu Thing that led to his arrest. The police was able to trace the getaway vehicle, which was a blue Nissan with the license plates HRK 4937. They traveled to Michigan the day before, and then 2 hours after the homicide, they traveled to Chicago. The vehicle was a rental car, so when they didn't return the vehicle after the homicide, Hertz Rental reported the vehicle stolen. Even though the vehicle was reported stolen, even though the vehicle was involved in a homicide 2 months prior, Wu Thing was still driving around Chicago in that vehicle, knowing how hot it was.
Frivolous shit, retarded shit, jackass shit, J-Cat shit. That nigga gets donkey of the day on the set. Give cuz donkey of the day. Nigga, you still riding in the same whip niggas done did a hit in. Nigga, car's supposed to be burned, thrown off a bridge, in a lake, something. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all gotta move smarter, man. I understand that y'all crash out at any given time, but damn, nigga, like, that's some crash dummy shit.
Well, he was parked in the alleyway one night, October 19th, 2019. He was parked in the alleyway. The police pulled up because they ran the tags and they seen the vehicle was reported stolen. They attempted to initiate a stop. He ran away. He was eventually caught. He was ultimately arrested and charged for being in possession of a stolen vehicle. But get this, and this is where you really start to look at these dudes like, yeah, y'all are just professional doofuses. So on top of being caught in a stolen vehicle that was used in a homicide 2 months prior, he was also caught with a firearm. And after ballistics was done on the firearm that he was arrested with, ballistics shows that not only was the vehicle connected to the homicide, not only was the vehicle identified as being the getaway vehicle of the homicide of Jobina Brown, but he was also found in possession of the firearm that was also used in the murder of Jobina Brown.
You cannot be more fucking stupid. How you gonna have the same gun that you used to murder? You still riding around with the same gun? Yeah, like I said, man, these motherfuckers is professional fuck ups, man. Professional fuck ups, man. But y'all want the rest of the video, man? Go ahead and head to Poetic Flacco, man. I have to give y'all this quick react, man. But do y'all think T Grizzly did it, man? Y'all think he backdoored his auntie? Y'all give me y'all thoughts in the comment section. My thoughts personally, hell yeah, he backdoored his auntie. Shooters is approaching you, just so happen to hop out the vehicle and they gun your auntie down, but they was looking for you. In the interviews, you feel me? You just looking guilty, bro. That's it, man. But like I said, it's your boy Sleep with B Drop TV. Hit that like, comment, that subscription button, gang. I'm out.